Welcome back to the show. It is the Ballito Pro, proudly presented by O'Neill, the beautiful Quadakuza region, hosting the World Surf League's opening Challenger Series event of the year.
And then this wave came through. Just watch the bottom turn nice and hard and just whips it up into the lip. And we saw those scores coming in the last heat.
The Challenger Series, and then had the wildcard invite for a quarterfinals at J-Bay amongst the world's best. And this is a big right-hander. She waited an age for this.
But let's watch this replay. Let's see who's going to get the nod.
Well, Sarah wanted the first wave, comes hard off the bottom and just whips it up at the top. Nice little airdrop out.
Little finger click, but behind her, there's more business to be done. And it is Veselko back at it as well, backing that 6.33 up here. This wave maybe just twisting a little bit. It's going to join a section down the beach. She keeps the board turning.
It's going to be tight between the 6.33 from Francisca. Then she got this one. Beautiful front side wrap, comes off the bottom into the carve. So good working sort of wave. She really wanted to find a little lip line there, but
Sarah Baum's wave was energy folding in on her the whole time. Francisco's was energy bending away. And let's have a look at a quick second wave now. Up in the top corner, another section to approach. These are hard to hold on to.
Exactly where you want to hit. Like, watch right here. She's going to push on the back heel and then woof right there. That's some good stuff right there.
Well, let's hang the question mark in discussion. Is this a mate?
But they're certainly enjoying themselves down at the event. And why wouldn't you when you're seeing surfing like that? Wow, Veselko just absolutely hammered that first section. And
I love the way she surfs. Here goes Sarah, though. Wow, that was a sick turn. This is going to be a good battle. I think it's going to really light up towards the end of this.
Well, a good battle it is, as both surfers have logged 6-point rides in their scoreline for the quarterfinals. Let's have a look what happened as Sarah Baum uses that backhand with efficiency.
Yeah, nice drive off the first one and then just whips it up. 2 turns under the belt and got the third. So here we are. This heat's really starting to light up.
Well, here's a chance for Chris Baum to stress as Veselko goes behind the curtain and just ejects off there. And of course, everybody thinks about the first Challenger Series. Everybody wants to get out of the gates and get big numbers, and that is perhaps what is coming. Who has a 6, 6, and a 7 in his scoreline. Look at the size of this wave. Rapid razor turn from Francisca Veselko into the top corner.
Sick.
That is what's going to turn the scorecard. She feels it. And reminders, a 7-2-7. Chaps, we'll hang the discussion on where the judges go with this one.
Well, first of all, let's look back to the wave just before that. Baum took off. It was a nice big wave. She hooked the first magical turn.
Squeezing her to this decision. She's going to scramble over the edge, and it's going to have a wobble in it. And the situation answers itself. Francisca Veselko, the Portuguese surfer, has turned the heat in the last few minutes. That was a great heat to just watch how she turned it at the end.
Yeah, fantastic. And Luke, just say thank you for being in the booth with us, my man. It's refreshing.
Thank you, Jesse. Kika, what a heat. It feels good to have a heat win, but I know that after you pulled into that wave, you were needing a score, and you pretty much got sets on the head for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, that was a really hard one. That was a slow start. With Sarah, we were fighting for priority, kind of behind the rock. We missed a couple. But yeah, it's super fun out there, but at the same time, just so hard. That one that I pulled in, it looked like it was going to be a classic wave and kind of stretched out, and it was super fast. And I knew I needed a big score, and I knew I had no turn potential, so I just pulled in. Fell at the end. Got to practice more barrels. But yeah, I mean, after being 5 minutes with waves on my head and I knew I didn't have much time, I just had to give everything I had in those last minutes. Paddle really hard, and then yeah, just ended up getting that 7. I couldn't hear what it was, 7 something. Stoked that I believed until the end and fought through. I'm super tired right now. I need some water, but it was worth the battle. And yeah, Sarah even told me, like, let's go for more heats like this. We love these type of heats that one gets a good score than the other one, and it's always fighting back, and that's what pushes us to be better. So I love heats like this, and yeah, hopefully I'll get some battles.
Nice. It was definitely a great battle to watch from the beach. You both were surfing incredibly. It's good feeling that your fitness and your mental attitude paid off. You've obviously come to Ballito for the last 4 to 5 years, and we know we've had Ballito in many different conditions. But this year definitely feels like one of the better years. What boards have you decided to ride?
Yeah, this has for sure been the best Ballito so far. I remember there was a year through a couple heats that were really good barrels, but that was only for a couple minutes. And then, so usually I ride 5.7, but this year I decided to put my 5.8 in the water. It's a little bit of a step up. I know it kind of looks a bit long, but it secures me through turns. And there's a lot of water moving out there, and it's just super steep. So this board, even if it's big or not, it just helps me make my turns. And even in the last 7, I got 2 turns where maybe with a shorter board I would only get 1 turn. So yeah, that's what I decided. This 5.8's been magic. Rode it at Margaret River, and it feels great.
Well, it looks great, and your surfing is magic. And good luck for the next round. Thanks for chatting to us. Back to you guys in the studio.